Hello everyone, welcome back to FTRL for week 10 of season 23 here in GT1, and once again we are around Tokyo, exactly the same as last night. This time we were in the south clockwise. We've got some group 4 races and group 3 race, and joining me tonight is the father of FTRL himself. It is Mr. Aaron Taylor. Good evening.
Hello.
I know. Father is joining us.
I'm uncomfortable with that. Are you only calling me that because I shag your mum?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been meaning to tell you to stop that. It's getting quite inappropriate, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah.
To be fair, the fact that you're calling me dad already is a bit...
But yeah, I know. I need to stop that. Yeah. It's very true. Right, okay. We are... What a lovely introduction. Right, we are...
Zach, you do realise that you're doing commentary with me, yeah?
Yeah.
This is not going to go well.
Yeah, I do remember this in the past. It's been a while since me and you've done comms to the fair, so this is like old times. Right, we are back then for week 10, and it is around Tokyo, I see. We're about to start qualifying. We are just waiting, I think, on a Carl. He's going to be joining last minute, so we'll get to see Carl on the track very shortly. But yeah, we've got a Group 4 race to start, which is going to be, I believe, in constructors' order.
Yep. Like
last night. And then it will be another Group 4 race, I believe, after that, and then a Group 3 race to finish, which is our endurance one. So look, fuels and tyre rates are very slightly different between the 3 races, but obviously with it being Tokyo, we've got all 3 being night races, which adds a bit of a different dimension to racing. I prefer a night race. Do you prefer a night race, Aaron?
I prefer any race, to be honest, Zach. It's when you're as talented as me, it's difficult, you know. It's difficult to have any sort of preference, because I very much enjoy finishing behind Dark Knight's mate in GT2 every week. It's good fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just it's big, massive knob as well.
Yeah.
I've seen his comment about me in the stream, and I just, you know, he was a good. We were talking to each other about 5 o'clock in the morning a couple of weeks ago, and it was real intimate, you know. And he just started slagging me off in the chat. I just feel like, you know what, up at this point, but no, in all seriousness, I do quite like the night races. I like the Tokyo tracks, to be honest. Even the really, well, it is a crap track, the one we did first last night. However, it was quite like, it was a different dimension, because I found it quite fun having such high concentration levels, because there was so much opportunity for stream and that kind of thing. It was, you really focus. If you banged a wall, you lost 2 or 3 places, or if in my case, everyone from your teammate for the entire race.
Yeah. And
you know, you keep bumping him along to keep him going and get a good result for the team. The second it's roles reversed and you're the one in front, you make one mistake and he just goes past you. That's what we're talking about. So anybody that's ever thinking about picking FTRL Blue Flag as a teammate, don't do it. Don't do it.
Sai is in the chat, so yeah, Sai, that's against you there. Sorry, mate.
I literally had a bit of banter with him last night. I'm just continuing it.
Well, we also have Jonesy in the chat for the moment. His internet will lag out in a second, so he will be here.
Can we not block him? Can we not block him?
He'll block himself. His internet cuts out. It's fine. Then we also have Darknet, of course, in the chat. We've got Derek. Good evening, Derek, my fellow Scottish man.
D-Dog, Big D.
Yeah, he's in the chat. So please like the stream this evening. Then we have our favourite 10th place finisher. Mikey's in the chat.
10th?
11th. Sorry, not 11th. Not 10th. 11th. Forgetting this place, that's terrible. Good evening, Peteman. Oh, I've not seen Peteman in a while in the chat. Nice
Pete.
to see Peteman.
Oh, I love Pete. Pete always appears when I do comms. It's like it must be like a little feeling he gets. Oh, I tell you.
Oh, there's a bread in the chat as well.
Howdy, y'all.
Zom's in the chat as well. Oh God, what's going on here?
Oh God.
Did
you crash through 3 people to get into the stream?
He came with his flower caravan. We parked it outside. We took it all the way to Tokyo. Still remember my utter shock and surprise when the first time ever meeting Zom and he brought a flower caravan to where were we again? What track was that again? Can't really remember.
What's that?
What track did we go to again? It was all
when? We've got Donington.
Donington, that was it. I can't remember the blooming name. Donington. Yeah, first time when we met Zom and he brought a flower caravan. Absolutely.
Let's not just talk about the flower caravan. Let's also talk about the fact that he brought a homemade electrical supply box that was made of wood and failed wiring. And we tried to watch the boxing via a projector from said power supply box, and it started leaking oil and smoking. And I was sat at the back of the tent with you and onto the podium, and I was like, I'm leaving here immediately. So,
it was a very quick exit to just all of a sudden Aaron went from one end to the other and he was outside away for a poo. He just disappeared outside of the tent. He was just not having the fact that there was leaking fluid, and everyone was like, oh, it's fine. We're like, oh yeah, of course it's fine, as it's leaking fucking lithium.
I like messing around. Seen Jack Smith in the chat as well. Yeah, dog.
Oh, is that the good looking
honestly, lads, I'll read out his mobile number, add him on WhatsApp, everyone, and have a look at his WhatsApp picture. He's taking the picture of his life. He's never going to have a better picture. Worldly of a picture. He's done well. He's done absolutely with it.
I mean, to be fair, you've not much to live up to when you've got Tom, have you? Like, I mean, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Like, he's
actually saw because I saw Tom sent me a picture of him and his family, and the only way I can describe it is Tom's dad looks like Tony Hadley, but with slightly different coloured hair. He does, honestly. I honestly expected him to start singing Spandau Ballet. Yeah. Then you've got Jack, who's the good-looking one, but there's not much upstairs, but he's a good-looking lad. Then you've got Max, who's the spitting image of his mum. So if you was to take Tom's mum's hair and put it on Tom's youngest brother, Max, you wouldn't know whether it was his mum or not. And then you've got Tom, who was sat there bald, the only one in the family that's bald, with like a leather jacket on. Looks like he's married into like an Eastern European family, only comes up for Christmas, that kind of thing. And that's how it is. There's a lot of, don't trust me, is what I'm saying.
Right, here we go.
Away we go. I hope Tom loses.
As it starts off in pole with Tom and Ross being leading constructors, and away they go towards turn one of our first race in the Group 4 cars for the first race when the Mazdas. And as we get to turn one, Tom is still in the lead from Ross. We've got Lee, and then that's Graham in P4, SPY and Rom in P5, B6, followed on by Bugani and Lennon. Then comes Biggles. We've got Carl in P10, Dominic, Pine, Chubbs, and Unsafe at the back of the field at the moment in a Barbie car. That's a look. There we go. But all clean.
Lee, send it.
Good through the first few corners. Not much going on.
Yeah. I was in the pub and everyone. Just so you know as well. So the Sim Demon boys are 1 and 2 in the championship. Tom Smith leading the way. Only because Witchell's not turned up all season. But honestly, all he's done is say to Ross, please don't overtake me, just defend everybody else and whatever, good points for the team. He's basically the blue flag of GT1. He just wants people to push him to victory and defend from the rest, and Ross is nothing but an exceptional wingman. So as you can see by the pushing and everything here, so T Smith isn't actually as good as he's made out to be. It's all Ross.
Yeah, so Ross is the brains behind the outfit. That's what we've realised. We've got Carl's in P12 as they enter the death chicane for the first time, and everyone actually gets away with it cleanly, which will not be the same for all 15 laps. Someone will be killed at some point.
That's a positive outlook on life, Zach, isn't it?
I mean, it's always going to happen. SBY and Graham, the Irishman, and one of the most chilled men in the planet, SBY.
One of the most chilled men on the planet. Have you seen him try and get in a tent?
I wasn't there that time.
Well, he's not a chilled man.
Oh, someone's at the wall there.
It's probably Pagani.
I don't think it was actually. I think it was.
He just hit it there though. Who's behind him?
So that's a ROM that keeps hitting it. It's a Starbucks car. And he's now in P13. He's hit about 4 walls in about 3 corners, which is impressive. I think he hit wall twice.
Pagani pushing SBY wide. Dirty move. Dirty move.
Biggles and Dom going at it as well. Horrible car.
Well, the top 3 have gone.
Yeah, the top 3 are gone.
Yeah.
I've got Pagani and Graham, and then Lennon, and the who is Chubbs' teammate tonight, stepping in for Witchell again. Hines in P8, and then who's that straight behind? Dominic P9.
Well, Wolfie's in the
very
chat.
wide. Carl.
Evening, Wolfie. You just so you know, mate, I like you, 1 because you're Australian, and 2 because you I'm so scared of you all back. You're so fast, but you scare the life out of the racing. So continue to shine.
That's why I went very wide there as well. He's now very, very close now with Biggles, and then just behind Carl, Chubbs, and Rom, and unsafe. This is looking a bit scary into this corner. Chubbs going round outside.
I don't hate you at all, Wolfie. I'm just terrified of you. There's 2 reasons why I'd never want to come to Australia, and both I think could kill me. One of them's snakes, and the other one's you. Yeah. I really hope Ross attacks T. Smith here. I'm bored of T. Smith getting everything he wants.
Oh, who's that idle car?
One thing to discuss in this with this track, Zach, is that the pit lane is halfway round the lap. So for the races, especially race 3, we're having to work out their G's and their fuel, etc., etc. They're going to have to work it out on like a 0.5 base. I've just seen on, is that Pine's car? It's something about boost me daddy, I think. I need to get a good look of it. Yeah, I'm on board with Dom. Boost me harder, daddy.
Oh, I see. I've got a perfect view.
You see it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I quite like it, to be honest.
Oh, Pine's win. Oh, that's very wide. And the def chicane, and that's Dom through. Oh, Dom's got it on as well. They both got it on.
Yeah. Fair play.
I mean, it's a look.
Surprised to see Pagani in 5th. Normally he's further back, so he's
Maybe the Beatles
doing
are fan
pretty well
of Tokyo.
Tonight. He's not in a Beetle, Zach.
No, he's not in a Beatles master. I mean, he's Group 4 race. Maybe it's because he's out of the Beetle then.
Do you want to close comms down a little bit?
Yeah. But no, apparently you're still sounding slightly robotic at times, so that might not be a good idea. As Lennon's going for a move on Pagani. Oh, he's down to P6 now. We've jinxed him. He's been overtook. That's Dom trying to go over. Oh, Lennon's nearly hitting the walls out on the inside. Pine's picked up a penalty somewhere. That must be the def chicane, I'd imagine.
How bad is it? Is it quite bad?
Your roboticness, and to me, it's not actually that bad for me, but apparently people can hear it a lot more in the stream, which is odd.
I wonder if it's my microphone, or whether it was just mine.
Well, sure, your internet's really good, isn't it? So, in fairness, no man, tonight's perfect as well, same as yours, but mine's has been playing up for the last few weeks, so God knows. Graham and Lennon side by side. Lennon's going to make a move. Lennon's up to P4. Lennon is flying here. Oh, Graham's trying to come back at him, though. Oh, it's Graham down the inside of Lennon. Oh, that's Def chicane. Oh, that's not.
What a shot! What a shot, Lennon!
Oh.
What a shot!
I think
That's
that was like a bowling ball there, wasn't it?
You should have seen it from the angle I had. It was magnificent.
I mean, it didn't look good from my angle. I'll be honest.
Brilliant for mine.
I feel a wee bit sorry for Graham, who's now down in P9.
Oh, was it Graham?
It was Graham who has been absolutely smacked. Interesting move.
It's just carried on. He's just gone fuck it.
Yeah, he's just went, no, carry on. Interesting. Right. The top three have buggered off, I think is the term. They're a good way in front, put it that way. They're 6 seconds clear of Lennon after 5 laps. And then the mini milk car is just behind Lennon, and we've got SPI, Rom and Dom, love it. Payne, Graham, Captain Chubbs, Dusty Fossil, Unsafe Release, Biggles. Oh, Lennon saying he's been hit. So someone maybe has hit Lennon into the thing. But once again, Lennon's still managing to speak in the chat. I don't know how he's doing that. I wouldn't be able to concentrate doing that. I spent enough without doing that.
I just want Biggles to. It's my favourite driver. I don't like the rest of them. Not as anyway.
Biggles winning his first race was still one of my favourite moments ever.
Good hit, Lennon. You carry on. Ross has actually grown a pair and overtaken T. Smith.
Yeah, he's just hit the fastest lap of the race as well. So yeah.
You know what'll happen though? Tom will let him lead for a few laps, and then he'll go, "Oh, think about the championship, Ross. I'm really close to winning it. Can I please overtake you again?"
What he's going to do is a Sonoda on Ricardo. What he's going to do is he's just going to dive bomb him after the race is finished and try and kill him. Like that might be his plan. I think that might be his plan. Pagani and SPY are side by side. And this is going to go all the way down because they're on this long straight, so this could be interesting.
And his VR headset as well, that could be quite funny. Like,
yeah, I'm not sure how he manages that. I mean, for
I think
context,
Derek does it as well, no?
Does it? For context,
Derek, can you confirm?
I spent about 5 minutes on it at Donington in one of those VR things, and afterwards I had a headache from the emotion. So I don't know how he does races for hours.
You are a massive tart, Zach.
Yeah, that's very true, but still. Rom has managed to recover himself after he spent a lap bouncing off every wall I think he could find. And it's side by side with Dom into the death chicane, and oh, that's not going to end well.
Who's hit the wall?
The mall, I think, from P8 behind. Rom tried to go side by side with Dominic, hit the wall, and I think that confused people behind, and domino effect happened.
Oh, Lee's got past T. Smith.
Oh, Tom's dropping down the order.
Yeah, showing his true colours.
Oh, and Ross has got 1.5 seconds there. 1.5 seconds. Ooh. Ross for a win.
Surely not 2 in a season. He got 1 in 21 seasons.
SPY still behind Pagani as they enter towards the hairpin.
Wolfie, what part of Aussie land are you in, mate? And do you have... Is there like a snake in every room? is my question for you. Because like in every sort of 5 metres there's a snake in every direction in Aussie land. And I'm terrified of it. Spiders are fun, don't care about them. Sydney, fair enough.
Down in the southeast.
Don't you start coming at us all with your general knowledge, Jack. We know you're on tipping point. For those that don't know, I'm sure you all know, but Ross always had a massive skid.
Has he?
Like me after a carton of milk.
Oh. After a yazoo. Just for context, if you don't know, Aaron's lactose intolerant and will still enjoy a full carton of yazoo as much as possible, but then will shit himself afterwards.
Life. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I'm allergic to literally everything.
Right, so Ross is actually extending his lead. What has happened to him?
Dominic has caught Pagani and SBY pretty quickly, although for me he's lagging like mad. Am I
He
still
is.
like lagging a bit for
Not
everyone?
really for me, but Dominic is lagging like he's in 1985. I think he's getting some tips from Jonesy's dial-up internet, to be honest. I'm still convinced Jonesy must live in the countryside with nobody within 10 miles of him.
Yeah, I've got no idea why I'm being robotic. It's really annoying me.
You don't sound it to me though, which is odd. I don't know.
It's really winding me up because I've got stupidly fast internet.
I mean, so I've got not quite as good as yours, but I mean, mine's been playing up for a couple of weeks, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know if Virgin were doing some work.
To be fair, we are both with Virgin, so.
Yeah.
Come on, Big Horse, you can still win this.
Oh, Graham going for a look on unsafe. Unsafe is going a long way around that corner. That's. Oh, Roman! Oh, Roman Pine. That was nearly dangerous. As they enter the death chicane. That death chicane always looks sketchy.
Oh my God, who's that? Just absolute. Oh, Dusty Fossil. Oh my word! Don't do that.
Oh, he's gone very slow. What happened?
Well, the death chicane happened.
Oh, did he jump over one of them?
To be fair to him, I think he's volunteered to race very much last minute, and he's gone in with no lube. Like a bit of dry entry, bit of friction burn. It's going to take him a while to get lubed up, I think.
You don't want to be dry in Tokyo, do you? To be fair.
Oh no.
Pagani and SBY are still going at it. SBY around the outside. A long way around. That's going to be difficult. Well, that's a wall, SBY. Watch that.
Oh, Pagani's forced him into the wall. Dirty.
Dominic's picked up a penalty again. What's he been doing? We've got Pine. Rom is fast but inconsistent. He's some 43s, 41s, and then pulls out a 39-1 out his bag. So I think he just keeps hitting a few walls, which is not helping his times. Because he was up in P6, and then he went to P10, and he went back up to P6 or 7, and he's now back down again. So it's yo-yoing back and forward. And he's right on the back of Pine now.
Well, so he's having a bit of a tough time.
Go Destricating time for Ron. Got a good run on Pine there, and he's pushing him along the corner.
Who's got the worst tyre wearing? Lennon or Dom?
Pines isn't great. Dom's isn't great either. Dom's always not get good tyre wear, to be honest. It's not as forty. Rom's past Pine now, up to P8.
Well, T-Smith past Lee.
Mike's saying that you have the worst tyre wear.
Yeah, well, all the pad users, yeah, that is true. You can't throw any shade at me, mate. It's the same distance behind everybody in each division. No matter what division you're in, you finish 30 seconds behind everybody, so leave me alone.
Right, who have we got down? Oh, Graham and Unsafe going at it with each other. A Barbie car versus a fruit pastas, only an FTRL. Would you see that? I love a fruit pasta. Do you like a fruit pasta?
Yeah, I do like fruit. What's your favourite flavour? That's the big question.
Oh, I think it's the strawberry one, the red one. Closely followed by the purple one.
Can you say purple burglar alarm for a sec?
And you were going to say that.
Scottish people struggle to say that.
Purple burglar alarm.
Now say it without trying to speak like a 4-year-old.
Purple burglar alarm.
Yeah. Point proven. Ross has extended his lead, just proving the point that he's superior to Tom.
He had some iron brews or something this morning. Woke up really
Oh, I was going to say something really inappropriate, but I won't do it.
Well, oh, I actually could imagine actually doing it though. Lennon's hit a wall. He's now being caught by Pagani. And Pagani's past him. SPY is about to get past him as well. As they enter the hairpin, Lennon's going to send it back down the inside. Pagani's trying to hold it around the outside. He's going to get slipstream now. All the way down.
Quite a good battle, this.
That's a windy street.
Oh, Rom and Dom.
Oh, Rom and Dom. Oh, side by side as well, yeah.
Side by side, as you'd say.
Yeah. That's true.
I quite like that silver Evian car, I must say.
Pagani and Lennon, they know each other very well. Oh, Pagani through. Oh! I have on my screen Pagani and SPY and Lennon have got stuck. Oh dear. Oh, how very odd.
Hello?
Hello?
What are you doing that for, you dickhead?
That was very odd.
Wow.
The stream stayed on. I think it was my game crashed, not anything else, because I'm still going on the stream.
Right, I've had to put Clarky in a timeout for a minute because he's getting far too gobby for my liking. Learn your lesson, Luke. Play nicely.
That was weird. There we go. Wow. It wasn't my internet, it was the game. I think it was just GT just crashed all of a sudden. I was on
you
board.
did leave the party as well.
Yeah, I don't know, but I was on board with Pagani, and those three cars stopped.
Maybe it was your PlayStation being sick watching his drive.
Possibly. That was very odd. Because the stream still went, so I don't know.
If it happens again, I'll host.
Yeah, that was weird. I don't really know what happened there. Wow. Well, Ross says actually he's off 4 seconds in the lead. Feels a bit weird saying that.
Oh, Lee's had a massive drop off.
He's
only a couple of seconds clear of Wagwani.
What's happened to him? And Lennon's he's now down in P6, so he's...
Yeah, the Pagani SPY battle is still going on.
And then there's quite a bit of an FTRL train from Dominic behind, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's a big cluster of them. At the back of that is Rom. And Rom and Graham and Unsafe are very, very closely matched at the moment on track. They are all going for a bit of a fight here. Unsafe is dropping down, pulled out and dropped down to P11 now as they head towards the chicane, and he's going to... I thought he was going to go down the inside there of Rom.
SPY is ahead of Pagani.
Just going to keep going, I feel, though, that battle. Lee's dropped down to P6. What's happened to him? He's had another moment.
I did hear some tyres screeching.
Oh, it's went from bad to worse for Lee. was in a very comfortable P3, wasn't he? And now he's in P6. Well, he needs to get back on the horse. Oh, that's a wall again there from Lee. It's a big old...
Yeah, he's struck in there. Graham just hit the same wall.
There's a lot of wall banging there, isn't there? Rom down this Graham. And instead of an Irishman.
Pagani trying a bit of a slingshot out of the hairpin to get a run on SPY down the straight, but he's still outside of slipstream range. He needs Lennon to come up and give him a bit of a push. It's worth the two of them working together for the last lap if they can. So you can lash it out for the final podium spot.
We have a Belgian, an Irishman and a German. Sounds like the start of a very shit joke, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like that Irishman is going to try and get... Was he pushing him down the straight there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Got Death Chicane coming up, so maybe he thought better of trying to do a move round about here. Which wouldn't have been the worst idea because you...
moves into... wide. Oh, Dom! Oh,
that was close. Moves on the Death Chicane never really end well, do they? So... Dom is picked up a penalty though for going that far wide, which isn't going to help him here because he's got a big cluster behind him, so that's going to cost him, I feel.
Final lap of the race, and Ross is 5.7 seconds clear of T. Smith.
Man, we always know how quick he is, but that's a decent chunk, isn't it? That's a long way ahead.
Well, it looks like at this stage SPY is going to hold on to third unless Lennon can perform some sort of last lap sorcery.
Yeah.
You can, Luke, you can. Yeah, waiting for the team orders to kick in. Yeah, me too, Derek. Very well done from Ross. See if he accidentally on purpose messes up the final chicane. Oh, nearly. Here comes T-shit. Sorry, Smith.
Actually very dominant after the first few laps, and Ross is going to come home for a very well-deserved race win here. And he is going to beat his teammate as well. SPY, it looks like he's going to hold on to P3 just about from Lennon. And Pagani...
battle that.
Yeah, good battle there. And then in the background it's going to be Rom who comes ahead. Oh, Joe Graham gets Dom on the line. Dom had that penalty, remember, so there we go. Graham gets Dom on the line.
Lead down to 11th.
Oh, that is a big drop off at the end of that race, isn't it? He was very comfortably in a podium place and he's all the way down in P11. Oh dear, last few laps, definitely not Lee's friend there. So let's have a little look through the result, and it is a bang on 25 minutes time for Ross there. So that's quite nice, I like that. And it is Tom and SPY running at the podium, Lennon and Pagani P4 and 5. Rom gets the fastest lap in P6. And Graham is P7, then it's Dom, unsafe behind Lee, Captain Chubbs, and Carl actually with a very respectable P13 and in touch with the rest of the field, considering how late it was called out. It's a very decent performance that from Carl. So well done to Carl there, P13, and Biggles in P14. So there we go, race 1 all done. We'll be heading on to race 2 now, and I believe that is from where they finished, I believe.
Yep. So as they finished in race 1, it's how they'll start race 2, same as last night.
Yep, group 4 again, soft tyres only, and then it's going to be the endurance race after that, which is going to be reverse grid from this race coming up, race 2.
Yep.
And we get to see them in their group 3 cars. Captain Chubbs is already wanting into his group 3 car and is wanting out of the Mazda. You like a Mazda, don't you, Aaron?
I love a Mazda. There's so many reasons to like a Mazda. Fun fact as well, because he'll love me saying this on stream. T. Smith has been my teammate twice in FTRL, only twice. Both seasons we were Mazda in the manufacturing series, and I beat him both times.
Remember that?
Yeah, and I beat him both times. So I am the thorn.
Going back a bit of that though, isn't it? When was you in the Mazda?
Let's not talk about that.
It's about 10
it's
or 11.
irrelevant, that, Zach. No, it was recently, last season.
Yeah, season.
Yeah, last season. Don't worry about it.
I
Let's talk about when, Zach.
That was back when we had one division.
It was. And weirdly enough, you still weren't quick enough to race in that one division. So.
Oh, wait then. That's harsh.
Even Mike got in.
Shut up.
Honestly, can I ask you a question, Zach?
Yes.
So at the moment, obviously, you're not in the best form in GT.
Often I'm in the best form of my life.
Do you reckon that you're slower than Mike?
We had a couple of laps race around a track that I had practiced at. I'd be confident in my abilities to beat Mike.
You reckon?
Yes.
I disagree. I do disagree. I'm going to be honest with you, Zach.
I think there's not been helped by the Audi this season, and my Group 4 races have been pretty alright.
It's the same Audi that Jonesy's in and doing really well in those.
Yeah, that Audi.
Where's the excuses, Zaggis?
Yeah, he is doing very well in that Audi. Much better than I am. But I think it's practice with me though. That's the big thing. I need to practice. If I practice a little bit, then I am much quicker. But at the moment, I'm not practicing. So.
Zach, can I share a personal secret with you?
Yeah.
I'm very much turtling at the minute, and I'm debating whether to go for a poo.
Oh, okay.
How does that make you feel, first of all? Before I make my mind up.
Do you know? Strangely, not much different than usual because.
Yeah. Aroused.
Yeah. Sort of. Yeah.
Fair enough. Should we hashtag go for a poo? Hashtag don't go for a poo. What do we all think in the chat? Let's get it trending in the chat.
Yeah. You could just go in the litter tray, I suppose.
That's a good point. Oh look at T. Smith. Look, didn't win. She's moaning. Driving standard warning to everyone. Only warning you'll get penalties. Only warning you'll get penalties will be strict. Look.
I mean, I'm not imagining that's to do with the top three because they were in a world of their own. I'm assuming that's about the behind what happened.
And I write a message to.
To be fair, Tokyo is a bit of a nightmare of a track with so many walls.
I just put it to tell you didn't. T. Smith moaning. Look, told you. At Ross again, saying beat him again.
Wolfie's put hashtag hold it in.
Oh.
See, holding in it's risky.
Considering I have serious intolerance problems.
Yeah, that's what I'm meaning.
But listen,
you don't want to go for a cheeky fart and it end up a wet fart, do you?
Yeah.
Well, it's one of those.
Well, to be fair, you call it a wet fart, I call it a Mikey.
You call it. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your headset with you. Well, I can take my headset with me and I can just listen. Because you're doing, Mike, you've literally been to my house. You know I use an external microphone. So me going to taking my headset with you, we're doing is listening. So I'd be happy to, if mate.
Well, we do have race 2 about to start now. We've got Ross on pole from
What's
his
your prediction
teammate.
is that?
Oh, team orders, Tom wins.
Reckon old Stroppy Bollocks is going to win this one?
Yeah. Okay. This is to get away from the line then. Looks like Ross has had a decent start from his teammate. However, SBY is not had a good start there, and Lennon is getting ahead of SBY and is up to P3 as they enter first corner, and he's got the inside line. So it's going to be Lennon who gets past SBY, and it is going to be Pagani, then Dom behind. In the background, you've got Rom fighting in P7 with Pine, Graham in P9, Then comes unsafe release Lee, Captain Chubbs, Carl and Biggles. So it's kind of as you were down the back. It is Ross though that takes the lead, and he's in down towards the hairpin for the first time. And is Lennon going to smack into the back of Tom? He's allowed to punt him. Oh, he's actually down the inside though. And he is actually going...
Go on, Lennon.
Down the inside. I think he's got the move done. He has indeed. He's up to P2. It gets past the man from Birmingham. And he's now behind Ross. So Tom is going to have to do this the hard way if he wants to get up towards his teammate. And without the pace of Ross, Ross might be about to sprint off into the distance here.
It's got to be quite a familiar sight for Tom, being overtaken by somebody that's in Mitchell's car.
Very true. But he is going back past him though. Round the outside, he's going to have to go the long way though. Oh, and that's... Oh, he's in the wall. I think he's been a bit of a tap from someone. And Tom's in the wall. However, he's still currently in P3, and he's got Lennon now still in front of him. There's a big cluster going in side by side into that chicane. Pagani and Dom are one of the two of those going side by side, and Pagani has managed to hold on for dear life there. Ross is away and gone already. He's 1.2 seconds in the lead from Lennon.
Go on, Ross.
I think everyone sort of got through safely, which is a surprise considering how close some of them were into that chicane. That could have been very messy, but they kind of all got away with it. Oh, God knows, Wilfie. Asking how they all got through there, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It didn't look like they were all going to get through there, did it? Somehow.
No.
Safe and sound. Now, Lee is right on the back of unsafe release into this hairpin. This is looking messy. It's 2, 3,
Dominic.
4 wide here. Chubbs is 3 wide down the inside. This is chaotic. Oh, it's that concertina effect when it comes out that hairpin, when it closes up and narrows. It's like a wall that kind of narrows in, and it kind of really doesn't help on the exit of that hairpin, I'll be honest. This is down the back. There is a big cluster of them that are very, very tightly bunched.
Dominic and Pagani going side by side.
And so they are.
Pagani still slightly ahead.
He's going to hold on. Oh, Dominic's... Where's he gone?
Oh, Pine's in the wall. Oh, there's a bit of banging and rubbing and touching and inappropriate molesting.
That was the cluster I told you about that were all really close in the tunnel. Oh, there's those. Oh, that was Chubbs. He was so white. He very nearly hit the wall on the exit of the chicane. That was very close. I don't know how they're getting through that without smashing into each other, to be honest.
Lennon and Tom,
yeah. Dom and Pagani are as well. There's Dom, Pagani down the inside. Dom's at the wall. They're both at the wall, actually. Here comes Graham. Who won out with Tom and Lennon? Tom. Oh, he's went wide though. Lennon's got a chance here getting back at him. And towards the hairpin they go.
Tell you what, Lennon has significantly improved in like the last season and a half.
I think he's practicing though. That's the difference. He's always got the head to pace. He never.
We've always said Lennon. If Lennon really went for it, he would be right up the top of GT1. He actually practice because every week, for those that don't know, he just comes in blind and he's still pretty quick.
Yeah.
So he'd definitely be in the top half of GT1.
He's right on the back of Tom again here, and he's in the slipstream now. And there he's going to have a chance.
I think they're working
here
together to try and make a bit of a gap, which is the right thing to do.
Yep, we got Pagani and Dom who are still fighting behind. You got Graham then, and then Rom. Behind that is this absolute humongous cluster that looks pretty awful to be in, but looks good for commentary purposes. Unsafe down the inside of Pine. And Pine manages to fend. SBY though, trying to go round the outside of Unsafe. And this is going in towards the chicane. I don't like the look of this. This is not going to be good. Oh, he's backed out. That's a good decision.
I'll tell you what, Zach. Ross is incredibly committed through that chicane. Every time it looks like it's going to go absolutely flying.
Is that where he's gaining the time, do you think?
I really don't know. I mean, he just lost time through that one, but if you watch him next time round, he's starting to really, really commit through the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a risky process he's going through where he can gain a lot of time through there, but he's on the border between making a mistake, probably. He's being that committed for it. There are quite a few corners around here that you can... It's a risk that you take going through some of them, because of the nature of the corners. It's if you hit that wall a little bit too much, it can spin you, so it's just that balance of how committed do you want to be through some of these corners around here, because you don't want to be over committed because you can smash into a wall and it'll either spin you or you'll lose a lot of time. We've got Pagani then, MP4, Dom's just directly behind. Aaron's away for a poo. Dom right on the back of Pagani. He's thinking of having a look here. He's going to go down the inside. Yeah, he's going to go down the inside. Pagani's trying to give him room, and Dom found a way through as they head towards the chicane. Pagani having a look to go back past. Oh, is that? That's Lennon. That's having a massive wiggle there in the entry. Oh, Pagani's wide. Graham's through up into B5. Pagani smacks the chicane. Big old moment there. It's Captain Chubbs at the back now. It's Ross who's still ahead of Tom now. Lennon is dropping back a little bit, and he's got a penalty, so that's going to pull up him possibly behind Dom, who is in P4 now and is the fastest lap of the race, so he's doing well. So all of a sudden he's catching up to these guys. Graham P5 now, and Pagani's going to have to try and come back now. That moment he had at the chicane. Here comes Rom behind me. No, Rom's quick. He was a little bit inconsistent in the first race, but had the pace, certainly. Oh, Graham's a bit wide. That's not going to help him. And Pagani will get a good run here. And into the slip. Oh, the man in front. Pagani on the back of Graham here. Is he going to work together, I wonder? Is he going to push him, or are they going to go for a fight? I wonder. I think he's trying to push him, to be honest. He's purple through that middle part of the lap as they head towards the dreaded death chicane. We'll see how they get on. They're very, very close together. Can try and bridge that gap, I think, for the guys in front. Here we go. Some tyres screeching here, but oh, Graham's hit the wall this time. He's lost 2 places. Pagani, Rom, Brew, and Graham becomes a bit of a victim there. And Lennon is also dropped behind Dom, so I think he had a bit of a clatter of that death chicane as well, and Dom is now up to P3, and he's not far off the top 2, of which Tom has got right up to the back of Ross, because Ross had a bit more of a dodgy lap. Still had a good lap, but Tom 4 times quicker last time around, and that is the difference. That's why he is right there now with him. There's a top 7 now. It stays as you were, just slightly changing in the order. So same top 7, and then behind it is Unsafe, Pine, that's Lee, and then Biggles. Biggles is right behind Lee here as they head towards this hairpin. Biggles goes the long way around, breaks a lot later, but he's got to go the long way around, and that's not going to work out. He has just set the fastest lap of the race though, 38.8, which is rapid. Obviously significantly helped by some slipstream there. He will have had a lot in this big cluster here. SBY is just behind this. Then comes Carl and Chubbs at the back. It's Lennon in P4 at the moment. He's got Pagani, Rom and Graham. They're all within slip of each other, so bit of a cluster here. Going for a battle. Death chicane on the way. Ross on the death chicane. Oh, fully committed there. I see what Aaron means there. He's fully committed on the inside there. That's Pagani having a bad run that time through the chicane, and that is let Lennon away a little bit, and he's picked up a penalty for his troubles as well. Mikey's saying that they're going to be tight on fuel. That's a good point. They are very, very tight on fuel actually, so they will have to do a bit of saving. Tom's done well at saving a little bit more. Could be a little bit more saving on the second half, which is going to hurt your straight line speed. So it depends how much each driver has to do, how much is going to impact them. That's unsafe. And Pine, Unsafe's had a bit of a dodgy run, I think, here. And Pine right on the back through this hairpin towards it. Oh, Unsafe is... Where's he going? Very, very wide there. He's dropped a couple of places. However, this is going to get interesting here. Unsafe back in the slipstream now with Pine. Unsafe and Lee are now side by side. Pine just in front. This is going to go all the way down now to the next right-hander. Under the tunnel they go. Under the tunnel, in the tunnel even. Is it under the tunnel? Under the bridge, in the tunnel. This Pine is going to be leading into next corner. Here comes Def Chicane. Oh, Pine, that's a wall. We don't want to do that. Unsafe, having a look down the inside. Oh, this is not going to be pretty. Down the inside he goes at the Def Chicane. Fully committed by Unsafe release. Fair play as well. There we go. Pine saw him coming. That's a good move from Unsafe release there. That was a risky business, that. Ross still leading from Tom. Then comes Dom, P3. Followed closely. How was the put?
Ah, phenomenal. It really was great.
Well, not much has changed. Rom and Tom still out in front. Dom's in P3, but he's got a big cluster behind him. And then it is a big old cluster behind that. Unsafe release, Pine, Lee, SBY, and Biggles. They're all going at it. SBY and Biggles side by side into the hairpin here. Biggles trying to go the long way around. That long way around that hairpin just does not work. And Biggles is now nearly still alongside SPY though, so he's still there. I say Biggles has that fastest lap, 38.8, which is a rapid lap, but Slipstream definitely leading that. And Biggles side by side with SPY all the way through the tunnel, out the other end. SPY in the lead. Biggles though down the inside. SPY kind of sees him coming. Good evening, Fat Dane. Bouncing over the curbs. Oh, Biggles, that's a wall. Smashes the wall on the exit. Ross is still in the lead, but Tom is molesting the back of his car. It is there.
Lennon and Dom side by side.
Oh, so they are. Oh, Dom did get past. Lennon's coming back though now, and Rom's trying to squeeze down instead of Dom. That was ambitious. Down into the hairpin now. This could get messy. Big old cluster behind. Anyone going to pull out for a move? Rom sends it down the inside. And that's going to be a move here because Dom's not going to be able to hold it around the outside. I've not seen anyone hold it around the outside.
Oh, Pine's into the wall, the exit at the hairpin.
He's got a penalty as well. That's not going to be great for him. Tom, still on the back of Ross. Lennon's managed to put Danish flags in the chat while he's racing. Dom's right on the back of Garni still now though. He's down in P7 now, so he's lost all those places, but hopefully he can get back into the groove. Hold on to the back of them. Here we go, Def Chicane time again. Pagani's... Oh, whoa. Oh. Has Dom hit Pagani there?
Yeah. Zach, I'm just looking at a couple of things. Go on board with and Dom, you tell me, and even Lennon, you know, tyres last. Look at their tyres.
Look at their times. Tyres, yes, it's not pleasant. they have absolutely screwed them. Their tyres are pretty shocking. I think it's from all that battling, to be honest. They have absolutely done them in. There's been a lot more battling in this race by a few of them, so I think it's going to come to hurt them at the end. Pagani is now fighting with Unsafe and Dom. I think Pagani got a shove into that the chicane, and that's why it's dropped them all the way down. I think, is Lennon on pad? Aaron, do you know? He's asking if any of them. Is he on pad? He is on. Right, okay. Wasn't aware. Can't remember what Lennon was on.
I believe, looking at going through the grid, Ross is wheel, T Smith is pad, Rom is wheel, Lennon is pad, Graham is wheel, Unsafe is pad, Pagani's pad, Lee is wheel, Biggles is wheel, Dominic I have no idea, SPY is wheel, Chubbs is wheel, Pine I'm not sure, and Dusty Fossil is wheel. I think Pine's pad. So it's about half and half, to be honest.
Oh, look at this cluster from Unsafe back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This is
crazy.
For P6. This is mental. Lap 10 of a race, and we have over half of the field within about 2 seconds of each other. 2.5 seconds, which is... Oh, they're all hitting the wall on the exit there, though. That's... That last couple of laps are going to be very sketchy on some of the tyre wear. Lennon's in particular. Lennon's is not looking pretty, and I'd be shocked if he's still got P4 by the end of it. His tyre was so much worse than Rom and Graham. Like, it's a good quarter worse, you would say, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's a huge chunk.
Marley.
Good evening, Marley.
Hope you're well, mate.
Right, this I'm getting very interested with this cluster behind Unsafe. This is going to get a very, very interesting towards the end of this race.
I will just say as well, to the aside, it's very evident why Ross and T Smith have been so good in the championship this season.
Lee's been smacked from behind by someone. I can't remember who it was. But Lee's had a push from someone there, and he's a big old moment.
Rom half-second penalty. That's going to put him back into the clutches of Graham and Lennon next lap.
Oh, that's not helpful.
How are you, Marley? Hope you're well, mate. Marley said it weren't him that hit Lee.
Ah. The thing is, I mean, like, I know that has been some messy bits this season, but Tokyo is always like that.
Yeah. The thing is, I always find that the Tokyo tracks always make for a very close race.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of opportunity for slipstream and all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
The drivers get very...
Graham didn't instead of Lennon. Oh, we're speaking... Has he got him? Nope.
No.
Oh, he's coming back.
Might be. But yeah, just as they're going side by side, it's weird because they always make for quite an entertaining night's races, especially to watch. Yeah. But it's so easy to get annoyed because if you get a little bump by somebody for a mistake.
Yeah.
Like the Dusty Fossil put it to me in the best way a few weeks ago, and it's really, really simple, but it's true. The way that some people will look at it is that every single thing is malicious, whereas what you've got to look at is you've got 14 people trying to be a bit of road.
Mm-hmm.
At any given time. It's like you get little bumps, and in tracks like these, it's so much more problematic if you do get those bumps. So not everything is malicious, although sometimes it can certainly feel that way. And a lot of the time with tracks like this, it's just about who keeps their head. It really is.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the arse, like I said, like Derek quite rightly says, for stewards. So it's really difficult because you've got so many people with so many different mindsets. You might get some people that, you know, well, this is why, just before I get into this quickly, I know we're coming to the end of the race, but I will be quick. The worst part of FTRL was the stewarding, without any shadow of a doubt.
Oh, it's hard
because
work. Yeah.
ultimately, it's not much just it being hard work. Obviously, it's time consuming and all that stuff, and we don't mind doing that. But in the same breath, it is really, really difficult because a lot of people view racing differently. So what could be something very obvious to one person is the complete opposite to somebody else.
Even in real motorsport, though, that's not even in a game. That's you see it in any motorsport.
Subjective, isn't it? It's all down to personal opinions, and that's where a lot of the problems stem from. And we try to be as transparent as possible. You know, we have people. This is why we always say that anybody that is even slightly affected by the outcome of a crash here, like say Rom and Lennon were to crash now, considering they're close, whoever, if it was to affect, you know, unsafe who's in sixth because he could potentially jump him, he wouldn't be part of the steward's report if he was a steward, because he would be he could be affected by the outcome.
Even things like teammate.
We're so particular with it, and it's like, you might not agree with it. Yeah, we'll get stuff wrong, but it's the first part of doing it all. You know, it's a.
Like, I remember I stay out of numerous incidents that have happened, like with Jonesy in the past few seasons. I'm like, straight away, I'm like, I can't say anything on this. Jonesy's my teammate, so it's wrong.
And a lot of the time, you'll find as well, right? People can so easily and so simply solve something by saying, look, really sorry, mate, I made a massive cock up there tonight. That crash was my fault. My apologies. And a lot of people will kind of go, do you know what? They'll call off. And then a lot of the time they won't even report it. You'll get a few people that report everything because you do, but sometimes, but also people, even though they know they've done wrong, they'll be like, well, I won't say anything because it's a pride thing. You've got so many different people with so many different personalities, and it's so hard to get everybody to agree on one thing, and that is the worst part of all of it, because we all know each other very, very well, and typically as a whole everyone gets on well from all the divisions. So hopefully people just know that stuff isn't malicious. You get people that are more clumsy than others, but
Wolfie with a point there as well. He says the shows only act on reported incidents mainly. However, there has been occasions if there is someone who repeatedly does something that we do take a look at that, but for the majority it is just reported incidents. Yeah,
I mean, sometimes I've taken things before where I've looked at Ross has got a half-second penalty on the final penultimate lap of the race, so T-Smith's inevitably going to go past it. But one thing that we have to be careful with sometimes, especially like GT, you know, there are some people that are very new to racing and don't have much of a racing background or knowledge. T-Smith,
he's hit the wall. Oh, he's buggered it. He's gonna take the race win there, wasn't he? That's cost him it.
There'll be a lot of people that will have very different some people that are just getting into it all and just trying to educate themselves about racing. Some of them don't really know how things work, and it's like you then try and explain that to them, and that can sometimes come across wrong because they won't see something very obvious. But then sometimes, like with your question there about acting on some stuff, you know, a lot of the time what you got to be careful of is if somebody's had a really bad night and they've made a few incidents and stuff, a lot of the time, most people will send a message out to those people and say, look, I had a nightmare tonight, I'm really, really sorry. And a lot of the time, people will resolve their differences just between themselves. And if we start dishing out penalties, it's like, you know, a lot of the time we'll get a message from people on the receiving end and say, it's all right, we had a chat, don't worry about it. Whereas some people will just be the complete opposite. So if somebody has like a bit of a week, we'll to give them a message or have a look at it. But if it's stuff that's repeatedly done over a season, then we will sort of say, even if it's not reported, saying like this just ain't good.
Exactly.
Yeah, we just have to act on it as we can. But yeah, I'll let you wrap up the race, Zach.
Yeah, we've got nearly finished. Ross looks like he's gonna take it just about. It would have been different if Tom hadn't hit that wall on the exit of the dash chicane last time, but yeah, it would have been Tom winning this race, but it's going to be Ross. It is going to, if he can navigate this correctly. He does take a lot of curb on the entry, doesn't he? On that dash chicane, but he's going to run the last corner. That is going to be 2 out of 2.
Brilliant job from Ross.
Man. He's done very well tonight. This is only one more race to go, Marley.
Yeah. Rom's going to hold off Graham for third.
Yeah, it's the fuel. They're on fumes as they cross the line.
Unsafe sixth. I'll pick a penalty, so Pagani's get unsafe here.
think some of them are about to run out of fuel here across the line. Oh, Captain Chubbs has run out of fuel.
Also, Biggles, I think Biggles run out on the run to the line.
Did he? There's a lot. We did notice fuel was going to be very marginal there. And done a good job there with fuel as well.
Yeah.
So there we go. That is race 2. Ross, Tom, and Rob are your podium setters. Graham P4. There's Lenny P5. Pagani unsafe. There we go. There was a lot of tyre wear there because obviously the multiplier is slightly up and raised. So there we go. There is your top 8, race 2, and there is your back 6 for race 2. Fast lap of the race goes to Biggles there. Very much helped by slipstream there. 38.8. He was in traffic while they got that, but yeah, slipstream causes a lot. You get a lot of time on the slipstream. So there we go. Well, the room is being prepared for race 3. Let's find out a little bit more about next season.
What are you asking?
Well, yeah, well, I'm asking you, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So next season, GT1 and GT2, I'll give you a little bit of exclusive stuff, really, that you probably already know, but GT1 and GT2 are going to go back to being a 4-car team, so you have 2 drivers from each division. You won't have any individual Constructors' Championships in your own division. We'll obviously keep track of it, but your actual Constructors per division won't necessarily be a big thing. It's going to be your individual championship and your overall team one. So, however, you've got a Group 4 Porsche Championship and a Super Formula Championship. Both of those will be individual championships, and then you'll have your overall team one. So, and the overall team one, can I just say as well, will only be Super Formulas. So, you'll have Porsche Group 4s will literally be a standalone Group 4 championship, no teammates at all, every man for himself. Formulas, you will be in teams. I'll be measured across both divisions. You are going to have a couple of variated qualifying sessions. So we are 1 week. We will have an F1 style one. So you'll have a Q1, Q2, and Q3. There will only be 5 minutes each session, and then we'll lose 3 drivers and 3 drivers from Q2. An 8-car shootout for Q3. 5 minutes. Minutes each. So again, going to be pretty. We will also have a. I believe we're going to do qualifying again, where you and your teammate qualify once each on a night.
That was very
because that seemed to be quite popular.
We all enjoyed that. Yep.
Which Porsche is going to be the only Group 4 Porsche that there is, Jonesy?
Yeah. I was about to say I thought there was only one.
Yeah, so that'll be GT3 going to be a Aston Martin championship, which has been prepared by Mike, and God knows what's going to happen. And yes, a lot more information about that to come, but I will break the ice, break the news, break everything there. So yeah, that's should be pretty interesting. But we haven't done anything outside the kind of norm for a little while. We had a few people wanting to do Super Formulas, a few people like obviously doing your Group 4s and that kind of thing, so we've just kind of combined the two. We are going to make it fun and interesting, and like we always try and put a bit of a twist on everything as well. That's the one thing we try and do. We try not to keep it too simple and plain in terms of the formats. Try and give everybody a chance. But it should be really good fun. It's going to be a 10-week season. A lot of them are going to be heavily based around your F1 style circuits, I think. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. Teammates have already been undecided.
Yep, they have.
So that, I mean, some of the teams are excellent. What we should do is pair people up with people that they get on well with divisions and all of that kind of thing. And also what should be fairly equal over the season. So don't worry, we've had 20 plus seasons of experience doing it this way. Nobody's been shafted, nobody's been, you know, you're all in the same cars as well. And the plus about having the combined teams all in the same cars as well in both divisions and same calendars is that you can all practice together. We've never been in a before in FTRL where we've had GT1 and GT2 on the same calendar. So we've got that for the first season. What I will say is some things, people might not like every aspect of everything we do every single season, but ultimately we try to please as many people as we can. We always read the feedback stuff. I promise you wholeheartedly, we look at every single person's one. You'll know this, Zach, from the admin chat. But every single bit of feedback in there, and we look at what's most popular, what people don't like, and then we try and cater for and against those kind of things. So a lot of thought goes into it. If it's not for you one season, please don't, just kind of go, oh, I don't like this, I'm just going to quit for a season. Please do try and persevere with it and see how you get on. But should be good fun. Like I said, the Super Formula is always made for quite a good race. They're fast. You've got obviously a limited amount of battery you can use over the course of a race, etc., etc. So, and all of the full details will be released, I would imagine, at the end of next week. We'll have 1 week break after this season. We'll have a week break at the end of this season and back to it, obviously, the week after.
It'll be April time, wasn't it? We'll be starting at some point.
Yeah, should be good fun. All looking forward to it. So be open-minded, try and trust us a little bit, and as long as you all have a good time, then that's the main thing. That's the main thing. That's all we care about.
Yep.
I just want to pre-warn you, I do have 2 extremely hyperactive cats around me at the moment. You might hear some weird noises.
Yeah.
You might hear weird noises. I don't know. So my female cat has just come out of season, and she's incredibly emotional the last few days. So, and very much she was literally just running in front of the boy cat, making noises and bending over in front of him. It was very, very awkward for a few days.
Ours are going for the snip on Wednesday. So yeah, we have.
She's been spayed at the end of this month.
We were going to have an interesting day on Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah.
When they get that done. Oh dear.
Have you asked if you calls? Hey?
What did you say?
Nothing. No, it's concentrate on the race.
They had their first bath 2 days ago, which was an interesting experience as well. That was a noisy experience in their first bath. Right. How many laps have we got on this one? Not even checked. 20... Is it 20 or 20 something?
I don't know. I'll check. Sorry, I'm just dealing with a chart in the Discord. So, 35 laps. Fucking, do you know what? You can do one. Reason for kick. Kick.
Right, what
have we got? Job done. There we go. That's that problem dealt with. Gobshite.
Right. How many laps is it? 35?
Yeah, 35.
Oh, this is going to be a long race. It's going to be like 50 minutes, isn't it? An hour.
Can we all please stream and stuff? Edging closer to 5.
Restart. Oh, we're restarting. Why are we restarting? I don't know. What's happened? What has happened?
Did you get a bad start?
God knows. I hadn't even started to put restart. Must be someone in the wrong place. Oh, it's supposed to be rolling start. It was a good start. It's supposed to be rolling. Play! Amateurish. Terribly. One job. One job.
Hello, have you come to commentate with me? Do you reckon Steve will commentate that?
I feel like he's too laid back for commentary.
No, I'll go and get him and I'll see if I can get him to talk once. See if I can get him to talk. He's not having it at the minute. Come on, Steve. Oh, got a little bit in. Oh God! Oh God! Oh no! Stop doing that. Didn't work.
Here we go. Rolling start this time. Got Dom and Chubbs as our top two. And then Pine and Carl on the second row. First grid. I feel like this race was supposed to be like 40 minutes. It's going to be a lot more than 40 minutes with 35 laps. Dominic leads us off. Chubbs, Pine and Carl, P3 and P4. Down in towards turn 1 we go. And Chubbs in the Ford. And towards turn 1. Here we go. We're in the faster Group 3 cars now. So this is going to be very interesting here to watch. As Carl, P4, there we go, SBY, just behind Biggles and Lee, close behind. Then comes Pagani, Lennon, Unsafe, Graham, Rom, Tom, Ross. We go Dom. Oh, Dom's in the lead. He's went for a send on Chubbs. However, Chubbs is right in the slipstream and he's in the Ford, so it's going to be a re-overtake, you would think.
I mean, that Alpha's quick in a line as well.
That's true. However, Chubbs is all over the back of him in the slip. Could be a change there for the lead. Here comes Biggles and Pagani as well. Back for P4. Is Chubbs going to go for a move? He's having a look. Is he going to go? No, he's going to sit behind. Time for the depth chicane for the first time. Someone going to bin it? What do we think?
You'd think so. It's difficult transitioning from Group 4 to Group 3, especially at a track with this sort of chicane.
In the top 3, everyone so far. Pagani had a bit of a wiggle, but...
Yeah.
Oh, Ross Lee, SBY! Carl's had a moment, not on the disc chicane, but somewhere along the track. I think it must be, might be the first time Carl's ever driven a Beetle, to be fair. Oh, I've had a Beetle before.
He drove it with me in like the 3rd or 4th season of FTRL.
Did he?
Yeah, GT Sport.
I was his teammate when I was in the Beetle, but he was in the Citroen. No, he wasn't the Citroen. I can't remember. Was he in the Citroen? I think he was in the Citroen actually that season. Dom is still in the lead then. He's got a bit of a gap to Captain Chubbs now. Chubbs still within slipstream range. And the speed that Ford is going to reach in slipstream by the end of this straight will be ridiculous. I mean, it'll be up at 175, 180 towards maybe. by the end of this straight.
Yeah.
172 it reached. Oh, Dominic's hit the wall. And towards the depth chicane for the second time. Oh, Pine's very wide.
Oh, Pagani! Oh, has he saved that?
Pine had
That looks like an absolute certain spin.
Pine took far too much speed into it. He went incredibly wide. And he's got oh, I don't know if Lennon maybe hit him. Because Lennon looked like he let him back through there. Biggles and Pagani. Side by side. It's very hard to keep track of in Tokyo. There's so many cars. So close together. And towards the hairpin they go. Behind Lennon, and it is incredibly tight. Lennon and Pine going at it now. Oh, this is going to be messy. There's about 6 or 7 of them. Oh, 3-4 wide on the exit here. Who's that? And behind Tom, Biggles. And Graham, I think, is there as well. Behind. Look at this. This is crazy to watch. How many cars are in such close proximity? This is something. Lennon at the head. Oh, this is going to be messy into this corner. Just before the depth chicane. Lennon into the depth chicane. Oh, Pagani's way! Pagani's been Biggles there, I think, hasn't he? Oh dear. Oh dear,
someone's round.
in the
Lee's
round. Oh dear. I think Pagani might have been Biggles into the chicane. Oh dear. This is it's spread out a little bit now because of that. So Lennon's got Pine and Tom directly behind him, and then there's a big old gap behind the SPY now. It is closely followed by Ross, Unsafe, Graham, Pagani, and Rom. Oh, SPY's down the inside, Graham's down the inside as well. Oh, big slide on exit from SPY. And then Unsafe having a look at SPY now. Side by side, it's going to be all the way down the straight now. Towards the tunnel they go. And we go into the next, through the tunnel. SPY. And Unsafe. Graham there and P9. He's having a look at Unsafe as well. Down inside goes Graham on Unsafe. Good move. Unsafe hits the wall on the exit. Pagani's through as well. Here we go. Def Chicane, Ross, SPY, Graham. Oh, Pagani's had a moment. Is that right? No. Just has a wiggle. Big old tank slapper. Still Dom in the lead then. Oh, hits the wall there. Tap of the wall there, Dom. There's Tom, who has the fastest lap of the race. He's now in clean air for the guys behind. He's got Len directly in front of him.
Fuel as well in race. Because there will be some stops. It's soft tyres only, but there will be some.
Tom's down inside of Lennon here. There we go. Move done. Up to third place then.
Pine's doing really well on fuel. So is SPY and Graham. Pagani's got the most of everyone.
And a Beetle as well. Not exactly known for its fuel prowess, is it? There's Dom and Chubbs. And going through the depth chicane, P1 and P2. Tom's wide there. Ross in P5. Ahead of Pine now. Pine is saving a lot of fuel though, I feel. How many stops are we looking at here, do we think? One? Just one?
I think for a lot of people it will be two. I think the one stop is difficult. I think the lads were saying earlier on, obviously you need to get to around 18 or 17 and a half laps, I think, and I think a lot of their fuel tanks only hold about 13, 14. So we might see the better the fuel savers like your Grahams and people like that, and Ross, etc. I believe they might try it. I don't know whether the rest of them will, but I mean, if you look at the fuel as it stands, I think for a lot of people it's going to be very close.
Ross is just ahead of SBY still for the moment. Pine's dropping down the order, but I'm looking at fuel. I'm sure he's saving a little bit more than other people. There we go. That Beetle does not look steady into that depth chicane. It never looks fully under control, I'll be honest.
No.
It's got some very odd mid-corner oversteer. That chicane. Dom is still out in the lead for the time being. Tom is well on his way to catching them though. He's absolutely flying at the moment. Lennon's picked up a penalty. We've got Ross directly behind SBY, then comes Pine, Graham P8, Garney P9, then it's Unsafe Rom, Biggles, Lee, Question for you, Aaron, apparently, who is it from? It's from Dark Connect. Asking if you're watching the UFC tonight.
It's tomorrow, UFC. I'm pretty sure it's not tomorrow. I mean, if I'm sure it's tomorrow. God, you made me worried then.
Nah.
No, yeah, tomorrow I will absolutely be watching it. It's one of the best cards I've seen for a long time on paper.
One safe and Rom. Rom around the outside.
I'm beyond excited for that.
Good move from Rom.
Smith looks to be in a good primed position at the moment.
Yeah, he's by far the fastest.
He's getting there, isn't he? Where's Ross?
Yes.
5th.
Tom looks very, very, very quick at this stage.
Yeah. I mean, Chubbs has got the best tyre wear of the top 3. He has the best fuel, but Tom seems to be the fastest. So, looking at lap times as well, Tom is about a second quicker than the guys in front of him at the minute. So he needs to make light work of Chubbs.
Mikey's now asking if you're watching the Oscars on Sunday night.
No.
He does try, Mike, doesn't he?
We're talking about film, so old Captain Stiffy's probably well excited for it. Tom's just smashed into the wall.
He has. Some sparks showing there, wasn't there? He's now getting slowed up here now by the guys in front. Lennon's coming with him as well, so top two are starting to hold them up now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Captain Chubbs is getting slipped from ahead, and that car is, I think it's fair to say, it's quite nippy in a straight line as default. So, oh Mike, we don't want to think about you wanking, please.
Oh, for God's sake.
Jesus.
I was going to look at this here and... Oh, has he got it? Has he outbroken himself? Oh, Chubbs looked at, but... Yeah, fair play, Chubbs. Good move from Tom. Now he's just got to hold back that Ford down this straight. Tom does have a little bit of slipstream from Dominic here.
And he's gaining quickly on Dominic. I think Dominic may be trying to save fuel here because look how quickly Tom is gaining.
I don't know why he is. He's definitely got the best fuel of the top few there.
But the way he's gaining is not just slip. That's saving a lot of fuel. He's gained 7 tenths in half a straight. Oh, he's holding it though around the outside. Now it's a depth chicane, so no way to get past here. Oh, so close to the wall there. Barriers. We've got Lennon in the background having a look at Chubbs now. Teammates for tonight. Lennon's having a very impressive night, isn't he? Doing very well in GT1. Right, it's Tom going to make a move. In towards the hairpin is his next opportunity. With a bit of a straight before it, you would think it's probably going to be a change for the lead here. In towards the hairpin.
Yeah.
However, Tom's had a decent run through there, but then Tom is gaining now quickly.
I don't think Tom will be here. Tom's had a great exit out of the hairpin compared to Tom.
Ross is slowly creeping towards them as well now.
Yeah, Ross needs SPY to kind of
There's
work
Tom.
with him a little bit here. Yeah, Tom through.
Oh, Lennon on Chubbs as well. He's through as well. Oh, he's having a look at Dom as well. Oh, double overtake.
Ooh.
He's got him. That was ambitious.
Mm. I looked for a second, for just a brief second, like he was going to clip Tom.
Oh!
Lennon's flying.
He's trying to go around the outside of Dom as well now. Oh, Tom set a penalty
Half-second
up.
penalty.
That's for going wide at the chicane. Down the back end, tyre wear's not an issue on this race, but
I mean, Lennon is definitely going to have to do stop this. Look at his fuel. Tom.
He is, yeah, he's
Dominic
not
fuel's
saving
incredible.
anything, is he? He's I mean, I'm debatably going to say that Tom can one-stop this.
Look at Pagani's fuel. Pagani's got half a tank.
Is he just... He must be short shifting everywhere. Tom's in.
Oh wow.
He's not one-stop, he needs two-stop. That is a confirmed two-stop now.
It's a quick pit entry, to be fair to him.
Yeah, it's not a long pit stop, is it?
Yeah, you don't have to wait to get in, no.
No, it's a short one, because you do have
Might
some
be the
that
worst idea.
take absolutely forever, don't
Tom
you?
needs a bit of clean air to make this count, though. He doesn't want to be too close to...
He doesn't want to get stuck behind someone for a while. It's
No, he should be fine then. 86 in, and Tom's going to have some to really go for this now.
Now, Lennon's got clean air. What can Lennon do in some clean air?
Well, probably not much to pit soon.
He's going to have to be, yeah, it's true. He's come out. He's cost them 31 seconds to fill up that amount. Mike's asking if you can check your messages out. He's sending you
Do you know,
dick
he
pic.
messaged me. He messaged me 4 minutes ago. He 2 messages and a stream message within the 4 minutes. You know, I put a message in the Discord saying that he's the most impatient person.
So a picture of his balls. Keep sending them about. It's unpleasant. Ross is on. Captain Chubbs, and that's very easy. However, Captain Chubbs trying to come back at him now. Ross is going to hold it around the outside. Oh no, he's not. He's pitting. So is Lennon. Ross is going to jump Lennon in the pits, you would think. So Dom and Captain Chubbs. Look how much fuel Dom is saving, by the way.
I know.
He's saving
tons. Still can't get over Pagani's. Pagani's 5.7 behind the leaders, and he's definitely got the most fuel.
I feel like Dom's in a different formula when he's on a straight. It looks like a Group 4 car. He's that slow on the straights. He's saving that much fuel. Well, SBY gained about 2 tenths there just in that one tiny straight. He's just... I think I've seen cars save that much fuel. SBY is going to be past him on this straight here. Near enough. Not just gaining. He might actually be past him here. Gonna go down this side? No, he's going to sit back. Yep, so Pagani's definitely doing the one stop. No doubt about that. Is Graham doing the one stop? What do you think? He's done 4 laps on that.
I would think so.
He's got he can manage over. Yeah, he looks like he is going, doesn't he? He can.
Unless he goes in, anybody that doesn't go in now, they're definitely going to one stop it.
Chubbs is in the pits. Oh no, he's span in the pits. He's span going in the pits. Oh, that wasn't
going to help him.
Yeah, that's costly, that, isn't it? Dom and SBY are definitely going for the one stop. SBY passing Dominic. I think Dominic's trying to get to lap 40 on this field. He's saving. Graham and Pagani are definitely working together here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Definitely not in too much interest to fight. Derek's asking if it's the Vantage for GT3 next season.
Yeah, DBR9.
Dark Knight is saying SBY is winning this.
You both cars, Derek.
Group
4 and Group 3, I mean.
I do think SPY's got a decent chance of winning this because he's doing the one stop as well, and he's got enough fuel here, and he's in a Lexus, as we know, who's very good in fuel, so he's probably not having to save as much as Pagani is, and SPY is flying at the moment. He's comfortably in the 32s. Now, where is Tom? He's got Ross directly behind him now. "30 seconds off the lead."
I'm intrigued. I'm just sort of trying to work everything out. See what will happen.
See, Dom is definitely doing the one stop, but he's hemorrhaging time. He's saving so much. I think that Alpha's is quite thirsty on fuel, so he's having to. Oh, he's at the wall. Well, that's not going to help. SPY is doing very, very well at the moment, and he's doing low 32s, which is very, very good times, and he's on the one stop. So I'm going to go with Dark Knight. SPY is in, I think, prime position to win this at the moment, being on the one stop. Now, here comes Graham and Pagani and Rom, who are all catching Dominic, who is a sitting duck in a straight line here. So this should be very straightforward. All the cars behind, so it's 6 tenths as they leave the hairpin. and it is now 4/10 of a second, and 2/10 now. Here we go. Here comes Graham. Pulls to the outside. Flies past him, and Pagani's going to follow him through. Dominic's already in P4, and he's going to be in P5 by near enough by the end of the straight. Into the next corner now. Towards the Detrick game we go. Graham in P2 now. SBY leads us on to lap 16. Dodgy lap
Who
for
do you think is
SBY.
going to win this?
SBY.
Yeah.
Out of shadow of a doubt, at this point in time. He's flying out front, and he's got a gap, and he's doing a one-stop. That Lexus is just nuts on fuel. I don't even think he's saving fuel, to be honest, SBY. I think he's just driving his normal pace. Now Tom's just done a 31.8, so he's 1.5 seconds faster than SBY last time around. There's Carl in, so that's... Oh, he's not managed to do the one-stop, has he? He's going to be doing a two-stop. Decent battle for P2 at the moment. Graham, Pagani and Rom are all in this nice little line. SBY again now crossing the line. What's his time this time? He's a 32.5. A solid time. And what's Tom done? A 31.8 last time around. He is gaining time. It was just over 30 seconds SBY. It's now 27.6. But he's not really gaining enough, is he? To make the one stop, the two stop work.
Not as much as you think, no. Pagani's fuel is superb at the minute.
Yeah, he's got more than everyone, hasn't he? And they are all carrying on to lap 18. So we're all going to lap 18 here. Lee's not. He's got no fuel though, so that's probably why. He's having to do 18 on his second stint. Here comes Graham, Pagani and Rom, all separated by 10th and a half here. Into the death chicane. For the final time on these tyres.
Very intrigued.
SBY last around 32.
Pagani's definitely going to jump Graham. He's going to get a good gap on Rom. He's not going to be far away from SPY here, I'm telling you.
No, he's not. His Tom's 1.2 seconds quicker last time around than SPY.
In they go. Pagani's carried on.
So,
what's he trying? A bit of an overcut.
Must be. Dom's picked up a penalty. Now Tom is now going down the straight. SBY is still filling up at the moment. SBY exits the pits now. And he is P8 now. There's Pagani now crossing the line. Very consistent Pagani as well, isn't he?
He's just doing what needed to be done. He's really going for it, isn't he?
You know, Tom is
in goes Pagani. Now.
Alright, where's he going to come out in relation to Tom?
Dominic's coming in. Let's see what happens here. So, how far's Tom?
He's currently coming
Tom's
around.
about 20.5 seconds ahead of SBY. SBY. Down towards the hairpin. Pagani's sort of falling up. SBY around the hairpin. And Pagani's coming out now. Yeah, so SBY's gained. Well, see, it was about. I think he was about five.
Yeah, 5.5.
5.5.
Yep.
So Pagani's gained nearly 2 seconds on him, second and a half.
And he's 1 lap fresher.
Yeah. Could be close. This is still up for grabs, this, I'm telling you.
SBY, I think, is in a good position here, obviously with Pagani. Tom is in a good position as well, but we won't know entirely where Tom is, because he is doing the 2 stops. Tom has still got another stop to do, and he does have fuel to put in. He will be coming back at them at the end, but it's whether he's got too much to do.
Yeah.
I think might be the case.
You still got your money on SPY?
At the moment, but I don't know about Tom. I don't know where he's going to come out until I see where he comes out. I'm not sure where he's going to land. He's probably going to come in about lap 24, isn't he? Lap 23, somewhere about that. So not long until we find out where he actually is.
Yeah.
Ross is the same. He's going to be coming in at the same time as Tom. Pardon me. So we've got Rom, who's 3.5 seconds behind Pagani. Graham's just behind Rom. Then comes Lee. He's also on the 1 stop. He's on the Merc. Unsafe's just behind as well. He's in the 2 also, isn't he? He's in the 1 stops. He's having a decent race as well.
14 to go, and the final round of pit stops are going to be
near enough.
Here very soon.
Yeah. What's Tom still doing? 31.7s very consistently at the moment as well. SBY on his new tires he's doing 32s, high 32s at the moment. Not sure. He's now setting personal bests, SBY, so that's what he needs to do. He needs to spend the 31s at the moment.
Yeah.
And he is. Oh, he's wide there. That's not helpful. It's always interesting these races that are 1 stop / 2 stops. Because you're never really entirely sure where everyone is until everyone's done the last pit stop. It's always fuel which is the differential.
That'd be very true, my friend.
Now, the top 4 all have to pit.
I'm very curious at the moment. I am sitting here trying to figure out everything.
Not really, I'm just trying to work out where Tom is going to filter back out. I feel like he's going to come back out somewhere about Lee. Just in front of Lee, I feel like. I feel like he's probably going to have about 14-15 seconds to catch up on SBY. So my gut instinct is
he's going to... that much?
I think he's going to come out a couple of seconds in front of Lee.
Right.
But I've been right in the past, I have also been wrong, so... most often than not I'm somewhere around the mark, but I have been a good 10 seconds out before, so yeah. We shall see. As Captain Chubbs comes in, now he has less fuel, so Tom's got another lap or 2 in, and that Ford is very thirsty on fuel though, isn't it? It's not known for its fuel. Very thirsty. Oh, it's top speed. Pagani fast lap of the race, 32.2. He's not concentrating on lap times though, really. He's concentrating on getting that fuel to the end, making sure he's driving at a nice consistent pace. Tom is going flat out for times. So what's he going to set this time around? 32 flat last time around. He's been very consistent though for over every lap. And 32.2, so he's starting to lose a couple of attempts a lap now, so he's... Well, Lennon's actually getting quicker, he's 31.8, so last time around he's actually half a second quicker than Tom.
Oh, SBY just had a huge wiggle through the death chicane.
Lennon's going to be in this lap, and so is Ross. Tom maybe could stretch another lap, but 1,000,000% Ross and Lennon are in, so we're going to get our first indication of where Ross comes out to where Tom's going to come out. Because Tom is 3 seconds clear of Ross. Now is Tom going to come in? Tom is in. So I said a couple of seconds ahead of Lee. Let's see how close I am here. Where is he going to come out? SBY at the moment is coming towards the hairpin now. Tom needs about 75% fuel in the car.
I think he went to about 86 last time, but he shouldn't need as much as that this time around. I know that might have been Pagani I was watching. So SBY is off down the straight. Pagani's now out. Oh, Tom's coming out into a right gaggle. And Lee's going to get him here as well, I think.
Oh, I was very close. I said a couple of seconds ahead of Lee. He's come out half a second ahead of Lee.
Lee. This is important for Tom. Tom needs to stay ahead of Lee.
He can't afford to let him pass, because that is going to massively hurt him.
I think
he might be okay.
Just going to be alright, yeah. He's a lucky boy.
I'll take that. I was 2 seconds out.
I'm surprised, mate. Oh, so I'm surprised because I didn't think it was going to be as much as that.
Yeah, Oh, Tom, at the moment now. I was committed though. Yeah, I did think SBY is in an extremely good position, and he is. He's 15 seconds clear, and I cannot see Tom with traffic getting anywhere near SBY by the end.
Yeah, be a hell of a drive if he does.
Yeah, SBY's got this if he doesn't make a mistake. Pagani's looking very good for a P2 at the moment. It's where Tom can get to. He needs to... SBY is currently doing mid 32s. So Tom consistently leads low 31s. And consistently his fastest laps are 31.2. To get consistently low 31s is going to be pretty much impossible. He could do it for a few laps, but he's not going to be able to do it consistently 10 laps. However, SBY's will drop off slightly, but not much. Lexus is good on its tyres and fuel, isn't it? So, We get to see where people actually are, though. We're on P3 at the moment. Ross is P9. He is Lennon's P10. So they two will be coming back through the field as well now. Tom's got a lot more fuel, so Tom's not going to have to save anything. He's going to be pedal to the floor here. And fully commitment. Oh, that's not the commitment you want, no. Tom's going to pick up a penalty for that. And he's lost a second. And then he's going to lose half a second on the penalty as well, so that's went from bad to worse for Tom there. And that's... SPY was 6 times quicker on that lap. So... I don't think we've got a battle for the lead anymore. Unless SPY's going to make a mistake, which I don't think is likely at this point in time. He's doing very well at front. 10 laps to go, and our podium sitters are sitting nice and pretty at the moment. No dramas for any of them. Lee's in the pits. Why is Lee in the pits? It's much as fuel. He's just not confident to get to the end, obviously, so... He did come in lap 16, did he not, Lee? So... Or lap 17, so... I don't know if he's eating a bit too much fuel up on that car. A bit thirsty.
Surprising that.
It's a bit of an odd time.
Pagani's 6.5 behind SPY.
He's losing time.
And Brom's just under 2 seconds and gaining all the time. Well,
yeah.
What's Tom's scenario here?
P3, I would say. And I think that's pushing it, I'll be honest. Because his pace isn't where it needs to be to catch them. At the moment, he's matching at the same time as both of them, so he's not even gaining on them.
Ross is down in 8th, he's going to be disappointed with that.
The
unsafe release going well.
I think it's quite clear the one stop is the quicker strategy here by quite a way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's been quite a common theme though throughout the season. With these kind of races where between 1 and 2 stop, it's usually been the one stop has been significantly quicker in the end up. But it just goes down to your car choice at the end of the day. Whether your car is decent enough on fuel, obviously the Lexus always will go for the stop less. Your cars like the Corvette and the Ford will usually always go for the stop more. And it's those middle of the range ones where your Mercs and your Alphas and things where you're kind of in that crossover point where you can kind of do either. However, next season that's all going to be gone. We're all going to be in the same car, so...
Yep, it's all down to merit.
It's all going to be down to pure pace. I've really enjoyed the Supra season we had in GT2. That was one of my favourite seasons for a while. I loved the cars that season. I've really enjoyed the Group 3 Supra. It's a fun car. It's weird, some cars you just naturally click with more than others.
Yeah.
And that Supra was a dream to drive. However, Blue Flag hated it, so...
I know, it's weird, isn't it, how the mind works with people.
I think some people prefer a bit of an oversteery car, and I think some people prefer more understeery. Like I know Tom prefers more of an understeery car, doesn't he? Lee's similar.
I think it's person to person.
Lee's definitely an understeery.
Yeah.
More than oversteery. I hate an understeery car. I just don't like it.
You've just got to be very careful with oversteery cars. You have to be so careful. The little little touch on the accelerator too hastily, and round you go.
Cars for next season, Marley's asking. It's the, what was the Group 4 car you said again?
The Group 4 Porsche. So it's
Yep,
Porsche Cup Super Formers. That's for GT1 and 2, and then GT3 is Aston Martins. You need the Vantage Group 4, Vantage Group 3.
So SBY is maintaining the gap to Tom, so SBY is doing a stellar job. Tom's slowly catching Graham, but he's not going to get to Rom.
No, I think Graham is best case for him here.
Yeah, he's P4. Tom's doing well in P6. He's after his saving in the first stint.
Ross seems to be catching unsafe release.
Yeah, Lennon's had a. Lennon's kind of all of a sudden went to no man's land. I think it's just been fuel though with that Ford. Sometimes we do see that Ford just disintegrates when the pit stops come around.
Yeah, Rom is edging towards Pagani. He's almost in slipstream range of him there.
Yeah, Rom's gotten very quick
for
now.
Pagani as well. I think he went a bit wide there.
Personal best last time around for Rom, so he's touched the wall there. You don't want to do that. Pagani's starting to speed up a little bit as well, though. He's got SBY very slightly. Tom's catching Graham pretty quickly now. 2 seconds now he's got. Gap between them. Tom still with the fastest lap of the race. He's not looking like beating that on this stint, no. 31.2 looks like staying there, doesn't it? Don't see anyone getting close to that. But yeah, the battle is going to be Rom and Pagani. And then Tom and Graham. As we get towards the latter stages. Long night for the drivers, this one.
Yep.
Getting up towards 11 o'clock now.
It's been a long one. I think it's been the longest one of the season, this.
Yep.
Over 2 hours they've been going for.
I do like the long races though. Like I prefer like when we do like a really long one-off race. Like I do quite like the endurance races. Your only thing is though with them as Rom is going on Pagani down the inside. It's going to be a very straightforward move I think there and end up. Yep. Nice move. Your only thing is with your long endurance races is they can spread out eventually, can't they? So whereas when you have a lot of races have a little bit more action. With Rom again setting a personal best. He's catching SBY. No, not quick enough to threaten SBY, I don't think, but nevertheless, good late pace showing from Rom. Graham's going to be under pressure soon as it's now 1.2 between Graham and Tom, and that is closing every corner at the moment. Ross has passed unsafe.
Well, he got past that quick.
He's got Dominic up ahead now as well. Thinking ahead to next season, I don't not got much experience with Super Formula cars.
No, I mean they normally go for really good races.
Not done much in Super Formula at all. I think a lot of people in the same boat though. I think it's going to be a learning curve for quite a few people with the Super Formulas. And you might see different pace as well. Because the kind of pace in divisions, or GT1 and GT2, are based on Group 3 and Group 4 pace. Yeah. Pace in those cars can be different. Marley's asking about damage. I don't think we've ever... Are we using damage next season? I don't think we really use damage, do we?
No.
We never have.
No, I mean, it never used to be anything that was particularly... it never used to work that well. It's only started being like GT Sporting was just a shit show. Whereas now I think they've changed it. We get damage a bit longer and you have to repair it in the pits. So it's something we'll look at, but it won't be next season. We haven't had we haven't had the time to properly look into it.
Ross on Dominic. There we go. That is very straightforward, and he's up to P6 now.
Yep.
No. Tom's past Graham while we're watching that as well. Tom's up to P4 now. He's now 11.7 seconds, so he is close. He's closed 3 seconds since the pit stops. 3.5 seconds.
Romy's making it
Massive headway, isn't he? He's not. I say he's not gaining enough. Dark Knight is asking if brake balance will be a thing next season. I think we stopped that a while ago, didn't we?
Well, only because basically the thing with the brake balance is that we found where they implemented it, and you have all of like the check boxes and whatever. We found that even though you have BOP and tuning and everything all like prohibited and all that kind of stuff, when you had brake balance on, you were still able to change a couple of things on the cars. I think it was a bit of a glitch, so it's something we need to look at, but absolutely it's something that I want to have back on. So we only turned it off because it kind of wasn't working properly for everybody in the past in the multiplayer lobby. So as long as it's straightforward and not gain any sort of like they used to be able to, absolutely it'll be on.
I'm going to say something.
God.
SBY might be under pressure here, because Rom is actually flying at the moment. It's now under 4 seconds and he is going over a second a lap faster at the moment.
Yeah.
This could be close on the last lap if he keeps up this pace. I'm still thinking SBY's got this, but Rom is.
I mean, what you've got to consider is the person in P2 in this has got nothing to lose. The person in P1 in this position is like, you know, if I'm SBY, I'm thinking to myself, I can sort of just nurse the car home, even if it gets down to like a second. I just need to get it home without any mistakes. So I certainly, if ever I'm winning and I've got a bit of a gap, I certainly let off in the last few laps.
Unsafe is past Dominic. P7. Decent race for unsafe, this. His best race, I'm going to say his best race so far when he's come back. He's had a very good
Dominic's come back in though, right down to the head.
Yes.
They've tagged the ball.
He's got the inside, so Dominic's going to have to go the long way around here.
Unless he tries to do a bit of a cutback, a loopy cutback on him, which he should be able to complete because that Alpha is very fast in a line. Yeah, that's a good move from Dom. He's worked it out very well, very quickly. Yeah.
Good old battle, this. Oh, Dom trying to go. There we go. He's got it. Unsafe back in the slip now. See if we're going to have to try again now. Didn't work that tight. Let's have a quick look. What's the gap? Gap's stationary now out front, so it's all over by the look of it. SBY 3.7 ahead. Tom is closing on Pagani. Not enough though. Well, Lee and
safe now. At arm's length.
Lee and Chubbs are side by side near enough. They're very, very close together. The back for P11.
Old Biggles isn't the best of nights, is he?
Yeah, he's been out of sorts, hasn't he? One of those things. It could be a number of things. No practice, not feeling great. He's been oddly behind, hasn't he? He's never once looked at home, though. Could be a track thing as well, I suppose.
Yeah. Like I said, it's some people it doesn't suit others.
Yeah.
Way of the world.
Right, Pagani then, he's comfortably got to get this podium, I think. SBY is 3.4 now ahead. Penultimate time going through the chicane, and he doesn't even take the curves this time. He's been properly cautious. Tom very aggressively takes that curb. He gains a lot of time with it as well. He's down to 2.4 seconds. He's only got 1 lap left though, so unless
Pagani is slightly worried about a flick more, but I mean they're both in the red. Pagani's looks slightly concerning.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a tiny bit of tyre wear as well for Pagani. A couple of things. He is gaining quickly, so but fortunately, he probably needs an extra lap, doesn't he, Tom?
Yeah.
To get Pagani. So looks like Pagani will be safe.
Will take this.
Oh yeah, I think he'd have been expecting a podium in that Beetle tonight, would he? Not exactly the track to suit the Beetle, is it?
Oh, Tom's a massive wheel coming in.
He's pushing, isn't he?
And there, Graham's too far away.
And the SBY then comes down the straight, heading towards the dash chicane for the 35th and final time, and he is matching near enough his personal best, so he's having a good last lap as well. Low fuel obviously, so nippy in a straight line. There he goes, takes the curb nicely. Very quick actually for this. This might actually be a personal best lap, which would be a good way to finish off. There we go, SBY comes across the line. It's been a stellar race from SBY, and he comes across the line, and it is 32-1 to end his race. There we go, Ron, good P2, and a very nice podium for the Beetle of Pagani. There comes Tom, P4, Graham, P5, Ross is going to take P6, then comes Dom, who is going to hold on for P7 just about, from unsafe in P8, then comes Lennon, P9, he's run out of fuel. Actually, Pine is closing and he's not quite. Pine's not managed it. He takes P10, and then it comes Captain Chubbs and Lee to beat P11, P12. And last across the line, Carl just coming around towards the chicane now. Standing in very last minute, Carl, this evening. And the Beetle. Bopping over the curbs. Rims the final corner. And here we go. Carl is going to cross the line then for P13. So there we go, race 3. Over. Tom gets the fast lap as well. Sits in the first stint, 31.255. So there we go. Very, very good race from SBY. That was pretty dominant after all. One-stop strategy, and there's a Lexus 1-2. Quite a fuel-dependent race, that one, and the Lexus is where the class of the field there on fuel. So there we go, Pagani P3, and that's Tom, Graham, Ross, Dom, and unsafe. And then your back end is Lennon, Pine, Chubbs, Lee, Carl, and Biggles. There we are. Unsafe says he's sick of fuel saving.
That's how I felt last night.
Yeah. There we go. So that is your race 3 done. So you got double from Ross in the first 2 races, and then a Lexus top 2 for race 3. So there we are. That is week 10 all over. Next week, what do we have in GT1 and GT2? GT2
is Deep Forest twice, and Monza, which is all Group 4. Yep. And GT1 have
Laguna,
got Laguna Seca twice, and Big Willow, all Group 4.
Ooh,
and then,
I love
then
those
it's
tracks.
The final week, which is all Group 3.
I absolutely love Laguna and Big Willow. I'm a weirdo, I know, but yeah, I like both of those tracks. Two of my favourites. So yeah, And what do you say GT2 was Monza and what was the other one?
Deep Forest twice and
Deep
then Monza.
Forest. Yeah, Monza's
It's a
going to be
completely
interesting.
Group 4 week next week.
Oh,
And then it's Group 3 for the finale.
Monza's going to be interesting Group 4, isn't it? It's going to be a close race, that one.
Yep.
Right then, do join us for our Group 4 week next week. And we've only got a couple of weeks left, as we say, and then it'll be a week break as usual, and then we'll be back for Group 4, and we also have Super Formulas next season. So, yeah, do join us for our next final few weeks of Season 23 before we have a couple of weeks off for GT24. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Goodbye.